Boxing Lowdown, we're here at the Ringcraft Gym in Dunstable, where I'm about to give you the preview between the big fight happening this weekend between Amir Khan and Terence Crawford. WBO welterweight title will be on the line at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Now, when this fight was first announced, there was a lot of mixed reaction from the public. You know, there were talks ongoing between Amir Khan taking on Kell Brook. You know, it looked like that we were finally going to get to that showdown. Amir Khan, as you guys know, signed to a 3-fight deal with Matchroom Boxing, and the third fight of that deal was supposed to be a fight against Kell Brook. So we was all believing that this was going to happen next. Obviously, Kell Brook really wanted the fight. Amir Khan was giving signals that the fight was going to happen, but ultimately it didn't happen, and Amir Khan decided to go in another direction and take on Terence Crawford. Now, Terence Crawford, regarded by many, including myself, to be one of the top fighters in the world pound for pound. For me, Terence Crawford is the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world today. I think he's an outstanding fighter. Former undisputed champion at 140 pounds, moved up to welterweight to take the WBO welterweight title from Jeff Horn. It's a massive task for Amir Khan, and people were surprised that he was going to go in that direction. But here we are. You know, April 20th, Amir Khan will be going to New York City, and he'll be taking on Terence Crawford. Now, it's a fight where he's not the favourite to win. People are expecting Terence Crawford to win this and win it pretty comfortably. But with Amir Khan, you never really know when it comes to him. You know, we know the talent that the guy's got. We know his skill set. We know what he can do. But ultimately in fights, what's let him down has been his chin. And at 31, 32 years of age now, does Amir Khan have enough left to take on somebody who is regarded as, you know, one of the top fighters in the world today in Terence Crawford? Should he have taken on Kell Brook, which would have been more money for him and more definitely an easier fight for him? Amir Khan has chosen to go for the glory here, so we can't really knock him for doing that. You know, people will say what they want to say about Amir Khan, but the guy has got tremendous heart, he's got guts, and he will go in there and fight anyone. I believe he will fight Kell Brook as well, but I think that there is an issue there with them two, where maybe he just doesn't want to lose to Kell Brook, where he knows that it's a real possibility now. If he lost against somebody like Terence Crawford, it wouldn't really be that much of a shock. Depending on the nature of the loss, if he doesn't get battered, then he could probably fight on. But how do you guys see this fight going? Because for me, it's a very tall order for Amir Khan, man. He's got the skill set, as I said earlier. He just needs to pull it together in this sort of fight against somebody that can do everything. You know, Terence Crawford has got speed, he's got power, he's got a skill set, he's got dog in him, as the Americans like to say. He knows how to fight. Undefeated, you know, hasn't tasted defeat. He's a tremendous all-round, got everything about him type fighter. And you know, it's only his second fight at welterweight, Terence Crawford. So Amir Khan is undefeated at welterweight, let's not forget. So it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a challenge for him as well, especially in the early rounds when Amir Khan lets his hands go and he fires off combinations. You know, he's back with Virgil Hunter now, which I think is a big plus for him. How well is he going to do in this fight? What can he actually do? I think that Terence Crawford wanted to take on the likes of a Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence, even though that was difficult to make. Sean Porter, the Keith Thurmans, those type of guys. But with nobody available at the moment, he's decided to go in there against Amir Khan, who is probably at this stage, you know, is a high risk for Terence Crawford in terms of what Amir Khan can do. You know, we've never actually seen Amir Khan be outboxed by an opponent. We've seen him be knocked out. We saw Canelo stretch him out when they fought, but let's not forget that when they did fight, Amir Khan was having a lot of success in the early rounds of his boxing, and he's probably he's a bit taller than Terence Crawford, I'd say, and you know, the early rounds, I think he's gonna, you know, put his jab together, and he might give him a couple of problems, because Terence Crawford is not a fast starter. Amir Khan likes to start off fast, so it could be an interesting fight in that sense. But for me, I just think that ultimately Terence Crawford, after the first few rounds, when he gets caught, he might get caught with a few punches from Amir Khan, but I reckon that, you know, he'll catch up with him eventually down the line and possibly work his way to a late stoppage or maybe a points decision. I think that he'll probably knock Amir Khan down a couple of times after figuring him out. I think that timing beats speed at the end of the day, and while Amir Khan definitely has a lot of speed, he can be caught, as we saw against Samuel Vargas in his last fight. You know, there has been numerous times when Amir Khan has been dropped on the floor, and I think that at 32 years old, coming towards the tail end of his career, going up against somebody like Terence Crawford right now is, you know, it's a bold and brave challenge from him, but ultimately one that will end in defeat, I think. But let me know what you guys think of it, man. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. How do you guys see this going? Is it going to be a risk worth taking for Amir Khan, or should he have went with the Kell Brook fight? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about it. I'll catch you guys on the next one.